I come here today very humble after my last outburst of a press conference claiming I was the special swan and the Welsh wizard, and we got humbly defeated 4-0 by Barcelona. So I'm going to give a little bit more of a reserved press conference today, as we do have a league game against Utrecht coming up in the league. So I'm going to go out with and say, I am the special swan. We are top of the league. We're going to smash them. We're going to be the best team in Holland. And there's nothing that the press can say, there's nothing that anyone can say that's going to knock my confidence. So we're going to go out there, we're going to destroy Utrecht and become legends.
You're not a legend, you're a jackass.
I'm just going to ignore that comment altogether. So we got 2 games coming up today, and we're going to win both of those games.
No, you're not.
Shut up. I'm going to find who you are, and I'm going to ban you from these conferences. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a super swan. I work on a Club 4 episode 5 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. We are still top of the league after the winter break. We've almost finished the January transfer window, and there has been some activity both in and out of the club. But I'll show you that league table first of all. We are 10 points clear of Ajax in first place, but we do have a game in hand, and we will be going up against 6th place Utrecht for a chance to extend that lead at the top. So 2 league games today. We're not going to be focused on Europe, but we do know our Europa League opponents, but I will show you that in a moment. But first of all, we have still got a few days left for the transfer window to go, so I'm still wheeling and dealing to get players in. I have put a bid in for a Brazilian defender, Victor Hugo. I don't think we're going to get him, to be honest with you. He looks very good. We have scouted him. He's a 19-year-old Brazilian wonder kid. Of course he is. We've got a bid in. We've offered a contract, but Man United have offered him a contract as well. So I fully expect him to go to Man United, but we do have a chance of signing a Brazilian wonder kid. But there have been some ins and outs, and I will show you the outs first of all. The big one being Hjalmar Jansson's gone to Bournemouth for £34 million. He was our attacking midfielder. He had a release clause. We couldn't do anything about it, so he has left the club, sadly. But 34 mil is a very good price, and that gave us the funds to sort of bring in his replacement. He got sent off on his first game in England. 1 appearance, 1 red card, 5.5. That's what you get for leaving PSV. So we have signed his replacement, and we got him in from Charleroi out in Belgium. Bilal Boujarain for £18 million. So we used half the money to bring in the replacement. He's an attacking midfielder, 3-star current ability, could be a 4.5-star potential. But he's a decent player. He's going to be the replacement, and he's going to hopefully build upon and release his potential. But he can also play in midfield as well. So if we are super desperate, we can play him in midfield. But he's going to be the replacement, and he is our new number 7. Minor outs as well. A few players left. Rekic left to go to Cologne for £5 million. He wasn't happy being a backup, which is why I'm hopefully going to get the Brazilian defender in. Postma's gone to Mechelen. He didn't want to be a backup either. But other than that, that's pretty much the extent of our summer business. So not much going on really, but if we can get the Brazilian defender in, we will be all good to go. So the only thing is left to reveal is who we've got in the Europa League, and it is Red Bull Salzburg. We won't be playing them today, but that's our opponent in the first knockout round. Very tricky encounter, but I think we've got the squad to get past them, and the board want us to get to the second knockout round, so we'll have to get past Salzburg to realise that potential. So very quickly, we've only played a couple of games since he last left us. We beat 22-1, you were there for that. We smashed the Treffers 8-0. They were a league below us, so nothing much to report there. Then we beat Sparta Rotterdam 5-0. Van der Hoorn had you at the double, Azarkan and Regia grabbing the goal. We had a friendly in the middle of our winter break, and we came back to beat TOP Os in the third round of the Cup, with Vandermeer an own goal, Bougerine getting a goal on his debut, and Tempo as well on the score sheet. Our latest Eredivise game was a 6-0 hammering of Zwolle, with Hadji, Buchenhoorn and Hendricks grabbing a hat-trick. Very solid performance. So without further ado, let's get into the Utrecht game, and this is the lineup for that game. Zoet in goal, Goossens, Van Drogelen, Van der Hoorn and Dumfries at the back. Rogier and Hendricks are two midfielders, our first choice in the middle of the park. Hadji, Bougerine and Azarkan in the attacking positions, and we're going to rest Buchenhoorn as he did pick up an injury in training. Glenn Green leads the line. So fingers crossed we can keep that unbeaten run going against Utrecht. They are a strong team, and we are away from home as well, so we don't want to take anything for granted. But let's get a team talk in. I'm going to tell them the media have given you a lot of credit lately. Go out there and put a worthy performance. So it's top of the league PSV against fourth place Utrecht now. Away from home, can we keep our unbeaten run? Throw in from Dumfries 4 minutes in. We are playing in green. Glenn Green leading the line. We all know what happens when all the greens realign. As Van der Hoorn misses the tackle, that's going to be a foul. That could very well be a penalty. For 5 minutes in, and we could be behind. The refs go into the TV by the tunnel. But we've got Zoat in goal, right? He saved 2 penalties on camera last episode. But the penalty is given. Let's all channel our positivity to Zoat. We know we can save penalties, and we're going to be relying on him 5 minutes in. Come on, Zoat, you can do this. It's on camera. You can save a penalty. It's Romero against Zoat, and he puts it wide. We don't need to save the penalty. Utrecht absolutely fluffed their lines. 39 minutes in, we've hardly seen any highlights in this game whatsoever. I've shouted demand more to the players. I've got attacking as well to try and force this game. But it is Utrecht on the ball. Gakpo puts in the box, headed away, but it's a header over the bar. And other than the penalty, that's the only thing that's happened all game as we go into half-time. And I think I need to give my team a kick up the arse. We need to perform. As Hadji puts it in the box. Our new signing, Bougerine, I should say, on the ball. As Hendricks puts it over the bar. Not a very convincing performance. We've got the possession. We haven't done anything with it. I'm going to give an aggressive, far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. Azarkan's looking demotivated. He's also on a 6.4. So I think that's the time to bring him off for Ritsu Duan to come on. Hadji's on a 6.4 as well. Second half. Hopefully a little bit more entertaining than the first, as Utrecht put a ball in the box. Zoat will save, and we've got on the counter. Hadji, he's got a lot of room here, goes past the defenders, plays ahead of him, but he goes on his own, puts it wide. Very poor shot. Free kick from Hendricks, 56 minutes, in the box. Van Drogelen with the header, it's in the goal! 1-0 to PSV. And our strikers might be misfiring, but our centre-backs know how to put the ball in the back of the net. As Hendricks with a long free kick, Van Drogelen in the box, beats the defender. It is 1-0 to PSV. 61 minutes and Hadji's on a 6.2. Both of our wingers have vastly underperformed today, as we'll bring on Bouadou to play on the left-hand side there. So we've brought off Hadji, we've brought off Azarkan. Glenn Green's on a 6.5. Boys, our strikers and wingers are misperforming. 82 minutes, not a lot happening in this game. We've got one more sub to make, and I think I'm going to bring Dumfries off. And Zifuk is just coming back to full fitness, but he's not fit enough to make the team, really. So Van Gelderen is going to come on at right back, just to give him a rest. But 82 minutes, not an exciting game, but we are 1-0 up. Coming to full time. There's not a lot happened, if I'm being honest. They missed the penalty, we got the goal, and that's pretty much what's happened in this game. Nothing exciting to report, but we did get the win, but I'm going to say that was a bit of a let-off. You know, we could have lost that game very easily, but we managed to scrape a 1-0 win which will keep our 10-point gap clear of Ajax. As Van Drogelen, our defender, having to step up, will praise his defensive work. The board are happy with me at the moment, a B+. I'm happy with a B+. A B+ is a good effort. Dynamics also looking very good. The dressing room's happy. They're happy with me as a manager. It is all rosy at the moment. So league table, still 10 points clear of Ajax, but our next game is going to be a very tricky game as we will be going to Feyenoord. We are at home. I say we're going to them. They're coming to us. But they're in, 8th place, so they're struggling as well. And Feyenoord are historically a big team in Holland, so we'll hopefully get another win and keep the unbeaten run going. As expected, Victor Hugo did go to Manchester United, which is a shame really, because he looks like an absolute beast of a defender. 16 headers, 16 marking, 16 positioning, amazing mentals. I think this guy is going to be like the future best defender in the world, but we missed out on a Brazilian wonder kid, so we didn't make that transfer. But we did make a transfer for the summer. So if I show you my transfers, and if I can find him, there we go. So we have found Eredivise from Liverpool. He's currently on loan at Wolfsburg, so we'll be signing him at the end of his contract. So don't get me wrong, he's not a Brazilian wonder kid, but he's got very good stats for a centre-back. He can play right-back as well, so he's going to be very good cover next season. Plus he's Dutch as well, so we're sticking with the nationality of where we are. So Eredivise will be coming in next season. So without further ado, let's get the Feyenoord game underway. We've done a bit of rotation after that bit of a shocking performance from our wingers. So Zoet's in goal, Leeson, Van Drogelen, Van der Horn and Dumfries at the back. As Hendricks is suspended, Van Putten comes in to be the ball-winning midfielder. Bouad is on the left, Bougerine and Douan on the right. I still haven't quite worked out how to pronounce this guy's name. Bilal Bougerine? It's going to be one of those two. Douan's on the right, who we did have a bid from Lyon with in the sort of January transfer window, just before the window closed. He's not very happy because I stopped him from going to Lyon, but it was a crap bid. They only bid like 15 mil. I was wanting about 25 mil, so he's not really happy, but he's still in the squad. He can still perform. And Buchenhoren leads the line. He's back in the squad. So again, we're going to try and keep our unbeaten run going. We're 21 games in now, I think. So we need to make sure we beat all the big guns. So I'm going to give the same team talk as I did last time. Show the pundits they were right to back you up, as we will aim to go 22 games unbeaten in the league against 8th place Feyenoord at the Philips Stadion. As we get an early throw in, 40 seconds into this game, as Dumfries crosses it in. It's a header from Michael Buchenhoren, and we're already 1-0 up. He's back in the side after he picked up a knock, and Michael Buchenhoren, whichever you want to pronounce it, gets the first goal. Dumfries crosses it in. It's a header. The defender misses it. The goalie misses it. 1-0 up inside a minute. 21 minutes in, but halfway through the first half, nothing's happened since that early goal in the first minute, and we are looking at Feyenoord on the ball here as Kadigu crosses it in. I don't know what happened there. It was a cross, but Zoat managed to get it. We almost went to 1-1. Wow. Just wow. 26 minutes in, we have a throw in. We're dominating the game. 53% possession, 4 shots. Feyenoord only had 1 shot all game, as Douan is through on goal. Should have scored. Is he pulling his performances because of Lyon? We will never know really, but Douan should have made it 2-0 there as he crosses it in and it's headed away. And I think it's probably going to be the end of the highlight. Coming up to half time, still that only the 1 goal that we scored in the first minute of the game. And I immediately know what I'm going to be saying to my players. I'm going to say we need to guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. And if we look, Ritsu Douan's on a 6.3. He knows his head is in Lyon. He needs to get his head out of France and in this game, as Azakan will come on for him. Bougerines on a 6.5, but we need to give him a chance to gel with his new teammates. So I'm going to leave him on So Azakan's going to come on. Only change, can we build on our 1-0 lead? As we get a goal kick, 49 minutes in. I think we do need a second goal just to put a bit of distance between us and Feyenoord, as a 1-0 lead is not a very secure lead, as we will be building from the back, keeping it between our centre-backs, as Bougerine on the ball, the Belgian wonder kid, he dances past the defence, goes out to the wing, can he find support? He beats the slide, finds Boadu, as it's a lovely ball to Azakan. I think he's offside. I don't think that is going to count. And the referee, he's given the offside. Not going to count. Let's have a look. How far was he offside? I think he was quite a bit, quite a bit off. Not going to count. Free kick, 55 minutes. It's Feyenoord in the box. It's headed over the bar. And just like that, our lead could have been diminished. Free kick, 61 minutes, and it's going to be Regia stepping up. Takes the shot. It's tipped over by the keeper. Just about keeps it in. Regia almost got a goal from the free kick there. And I think we're just knocking on the door, trying to find that second goal. We'll have a look and see if we get it from this corner, as it's floated in the box. Safe hands from the keeper. 70 minutes in, Dumfries picked up a knock, which is bad news really, because Zeefuch's nowhere near ready to come back into the side. So Van Gelderen's going to have to play right back again for us. Anybody else we want to bring off? Regia's looking a bit tired. I'm going to try and see if I can bring Linders on for him. So we're going to get our backup midfielder on as well. But I really, really want to find a second goal. Throw in for Feyenoord. I would say they've been the better side in the second half. We've not seen many highlights for PSV, barring the goal that was ruled out for offside. As Bougerine puts it up to Buchenhoren, the man who got a goal in the first half, beats the defender one-on-one. Should have put it away. Between that and the Douane chance, we should be 3-0 up, as I am going to make a sub here. Who do I want to bring on? I want to bring Hadji on, really. What's Boadu like? 6.7? I think Hadji's going to be the man to come on. Oh, I've made all my subs. Have I? Douane, Regia, and Dumfries. Oh, I've made all my subs. Ignore me. We're not going to make any more subs. That's it. We'll watch the rest of the game out together. Coming up to full time, it's another 1-0 win. I mean, it's a bit different to the last 1-0 win against Utrecht, because that game we were very lucky. You know, it was a bit of a drab game. This game we should be 3-0 up. Arguably, we have deserved this victory. So the performance has been better, but we just haven't got the goals to really sort of show that dominance, really. So I'm going to say, again, we got away with it. We should have put 3 goals on them at least. But it's another win we can add to the league table. So any other results go our way? Not really. Utrecht drew. Ajax have already played. But Dumfries, how long is he out for? 4 to 5 weeks. That is tricky, because as you can see, our only other injury is Zeefuch, who's our other right back. So we do have a bit of a right back problem at the moment. Zeefuch's nowhere near ready to come back from his broken ankle. Van Puten's due for a contract pay rise, that's fine. Who are they scouting? Ritsu Douane. So they're still trying to find him, they're still trying to scout him. Villarreal now the team that's interested. So if we look at that league table, 22 games in, 20 wins, 2 draws. We really are dominating the Eredivise at the moment. We are a good 13 points clear of Ajax at the top of the league. And realistically speaking, we've only got 34 games in this season. So with about 12 games to go, I'd say it's our league to lose. So I think what we'll do is we will come back for the second leg of our Europa League against Red Bull Salzburg, alongside a game against NEC in the Eredivise. So it is back to European action next time out, as we'll be playing the second leg at home at the Philips Stadion. So we'll be missing out on the first leg away, so I think it's important that we get an away goal out in Austria. But I think we should have enough about us to get a result, but I think it's going to be very tricky against a strong Red Bull Salzburg. But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT, and tune in next time as we continue our European adventure, not in the Champions League, but in the Europa League against Red Bull Salzburg. Thank you very much for watching.